welcome to a special episode of Bahrain International's Daily Show. Join us in a magical episode as we'll highlight the kingdom as a destination wedding island for locals and foreigners from around the world. Featuring the country's top wedding specialists and organizers, let's take a look at some of the grand wedding preparations and events which contributed to attract tourists in choosing Bahrain and creating their lifetime memorable day. Stay tuned, we'll be right back for more.
Rakshit Jain. Bahrain is a very offbeat destination. In the Middle East, it's not been promoted much, but a couple of friends told me that Bahrain is being developed, so I thought it would be a good place to do my wedding here. I actually spoke to tourism, and they were very quick. So in a couple of days, we had actually closed everything. The way I closed my deal with Farhat was also we did everything overnight. He called me at 10 o'clock in the night, and by 12 we were done. And about a week later, we came and we signed everything. Dr. Ali, the tourism head, has been really supportive. I think they make us feel warm, they make us feel privileged, and we are very happy to be here.
I'm Aishwarya and we've come from India, so we're having our pre-wedding celebrations here in Bahrain. We would be getting married back in India the next month.
So I'm actually very happy, nervous, excited, and it's a lot of feeling coming together. The entire family, all my friends, all our close relatives are here, so it makes us feel good and warm.
Bahrain's amazing. I think the people are really warm and cooperative, and I think that's one of the reasons we chose this place, because everyone was so welcoming and it really felt like home. And the weather here is so good. We're really enjoying this kind of weather. It's not too cold, not too hot. And it's just going to be 2 days of mad partying and a lot of fun for our family and friends.
This is Mohammed Al-Amadi, the presenter of the exhibition today. I'm really happy to be here in this exhibition because it's an experience for me, and to know all those companies that are available here to give their services to the couples that are going to get married. As you can see in the event, you can find photography companies, fashion companies, makeup and hair companies, and everything that has to do with the wedding, you can find it in this exhibition today.
My name is Ali Al-Marzouk. I'm a Bahraini photographer. I own Ali Al-Marzouk Photography. We are here today in the Sofitel Wedding Fair to showcase everything that we have for anyone who would like to have or arrange their wedding. The event includes all the best wedding planners, suppliers for many things that are needed in any wedding. As a wedding photographer, we always try to capture moments, capture stories, small details that everybody will spend time to arrange for, but people sometimes will not notice it. So we try to capture all these moments.
Faith Shargawi from Yes I Do Events. We are participating here at the Sofitel Hotel Wedding Fair 2020 as an event organizers. We do offer, of course, for wedding decorations, and we collaborate with the Sofitel Hotel for their summer package, which is very nice and very good for all the brides.
Dear viewers, if you're wondering who has managed this beautiful studio arrangement which you saw for our special wedding episode tonight, then here you go. Eventsmen took care of our studio and are ready to take care of your special events management and rental. And here we welcome the event planner, Jihad Abdul Latif. Hello and welcome to Bahrain Today. How are you doing this evening?
Fine, alhamdulillah.
First of all, let me tell you that everyone is in love with the setup and the arrangement. We actually feel like we're in a wedding right now. Tell us, how did you start? How did Eventsmen start?
Eventsmen is Bahraini business that cares of events planning. And it's start with small events like baby reception or birthday. And now we expanded to planning a wedding.
Weddings.
Yes, and we started since September 2016. And I started this business because I love crafting and decorating, and I have this passion since 20 years ago. But I do it only just for my family and my friend.
Okay.
And because there is a demand for
absolutely, this field
yes,
never dies.
yes,
It keeps on
for
growing.
Event planning, so Eventsmen came to life.
Of course, I was going to ask you what's the inspiration behind starting the company, and you mentioned it, your passion, and starting to do it with family and friends. And which event is closer to you? Birthdays, weddings, bridal showers?
Weddings.
And why is that?
The weddings can get everything from my mind.
Creativity, yes.
Give the creativity. I can do everything, and I have many parts. It's not just the stages. Not
of course.
It's the tables, the entrance, it's the bridal, the catwalk.
Absolutely.
So many things you can do for the wedding. So I love the weddings.
So you can play with a lot of details and manage the bride's expectations, what she wants for her, dream night at the end of the day. It's just going to happen once. For the bride, how do you normally convey her vision into your work? How many times do you sit with her to ensure that she likes everything you do and the outcome is what she's expecting?
Maybe more than 3 times that we can meet. First time we have to see what she's thinking of her day.
Of course.
Then I put for her some small details, some ideas that is this or this or this. What do you like? I give her until we come for one idea and one theme.
Of course. So you start by, maybe she comes to you with an idea and you start sketching the ideas for her, giving her more than one option. Because sometimes you go with no experience and you have something in your mind, but as an event planner, you guide the bride to what she truly wants. We were talking off air that you've managed, Bahraini weddings and let's say foreigners. For some foreigners, what's the difference between managing these two different, backgrounds?
Yeah, if we come for Bahraini weddings, they ask for a lot of details, and they like the fancy and really they care of everything. But if we come for the foreigners, no, they are very simple. They don't they want their party to be done in such way.
It's very nice to see that different cultures and backgrounds have different needs when it comes to the same day. At the end of the day, where the objective is the same, to get 2 couples married, but each has a different desire, what they want from their events. As an event planner, how do you feel about Bahrain being a wedding destination for foreigners?
As we see before, many Indian families choosing Bahrain for their wedding. So I think Bahrain is a very good place for such these events. Even for my customer, I have customer even from Saudi Arabia. They come here and I do their private parties. يعني many people like the culture here in Bahrain. يعني
Absolutely. It's a growing field,
Yes.
and Bahrain offers the different options. You know, you've got the beach, you've got the venues, you've got nice, beautiful restaurants nowadays. People are
Yes.
going for restaurants for the weddings, so they have plenty of these options. For your customers, what do they normally prefer, having the weddings outdoors or indoors?
Nowadays, many people asking for outdoors. But you know, for the, let me say, for the Bahraini people, they don't go for their wedding, maybe يعني,
A small percentage.
yes.
Yeah.
Most of them are going for their wedding going to indoor. But if the party is a small party, like we say engagement, it's not more than 100, or bridal shower or birthday, they go for the beaches, they go for outdoor. يعني, it's growing that side for this.
Yes.
Yes.
I've noticed that, especially with the new generation now.
Yes.
They tend to go for outdoor, fun kind of weddings to just break that ritual. To you, as an event planner, what is the most difficult part of a wedding to manage overall?
It's يعني, the most difficult if your customer is difficult to
Understand,
choose.
you say?
Yes.
Yes.
يعني, they change their mind every time, and so we are focusing on something, then they say they come with a new idea, please and change. You change all your work and you want your customer to be satisfied and happy.
Of course.
Yes.
And do you choose your brides or your brides choose you?
The bride choose.
They choose you. Great. And what differentiates you from other wedding planning companies in Bahrain?
Well, يعني,
You can brag, it's okay. You can tell us all about Eventsments and what makes it different.
I'm always caring of my decor to be simple and price is reasonable for everybody.
Of course.
So this is mostly, I think, the people.
Great.
Like
And what's next for your company? Where are you planning to take it? Are you planning to host events outside of Bahrain? What are you
I
planning
wish.
to do?
I wish.
You can?
And now I wish to do an Indian wedding here in Bahrain.
Maybe one day.
Inshallah, I
Yes,
hope.
I'm sure you will.
Really, I like their decoration. I like their colors. I like.
Of course, it's a whole festival. I don't call it a wedding. I
Yes.
call it a festival because it lasts for a few days, and every day is a different theme, and so colorful and full of
Yeah,
rich
I'm
culture.
following many people are Indian designers, so every day I see something new.
Yes,
Yeah, I like their colors, designs, decoration, everything.
absolutely. Do you have any message that you'd like to send for our viewers?
I think anybody have an event, please plan it before a time.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't do it in the 1 week. No, a big event needs
Absolutely.
at least 2 months.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with you. This is a very essential point. Give it time so you can have the result and outcome you want.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again for this beautiful decoration, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Viewers, now you know who to contact for your special occasions. We'll be right back for more. Jewelry has the power to be that one little thing that can make you feel unique. Aisha Jewels is a Bahraini jewelry designer company who was founded by Aisha Abdul Malik. Let's take a look more in this report. With us in the studio tonight is Aisha herself, owner of Aisha Jewels. Hello and welcome to Bahrain Today.
Hello, hi.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I hope that you like our new arrangement for the studio.
No, it's really nice.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
The episode tonight is highlighting Bahrain as a wedding destination. And of course, no wedding is complete without jewelry.
Of course.
So tell us in the beginning, how did you start Aisha Jewels?
Just to go to the very beginning, I've always loved arts. I've always knew I wanted to do something involving the arts. At first, I did not think it was jewelry, but when I was in high school, one of my teachers recommended joining the Mashru'i program, just to get a few points for school as an extracurricular. But then somehow, some way along the way, I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do.
And you started.
And then we started, yeah.
And are you specialized in a certain kind of jewelry? Or you just go for different unique types? Which designs do you go for?
So basically, when we first started, we wanted to do a completely different combination. So we decided to go with 22 karat gold with wood, which seemed like a very different and very exotic combination at the time. So this is how we started. But then this collection became our artistic niche collection, which is available exclusively in our design studio. And then we started to diversify a bit. We started working with diamonds, with precious stones, with of course natural Bahraini pearls. And this is how we started. Basically, we have a few collections. Our Tala'id collection, for example, focuses on cultural designs that not exactly culture, but with a few modern touches. Exactly.
Yes.
And then we have Wihaj, which is our 18 karat collection, our diamonds collection. That's completely architectural and very modern.
That's very
so
beautiful.
we have like different collections that target different ideas.
Amazing. And do you have like specific collections for brides and for the family of the bride, or do you also help brides to design their own jewelry? Can they come to you and design their own jewelry, or is it what you provide in the store?
Actually, when we first started, our ready-to-made collection is the collection that people see on our websites or in exhibitions. These pieces are just to give people an idea of what we can do. These pieces are usually available for direct purchases, but then we have brides coming in our studio. We test their color to get the perfect shade of gold on them, the perfect stones, and then we decide what kind of necklaces would fit them. Like for example, people who have broader shoulders would be able to carry on bigger pieces, whereas longer necks would be able to carry on chokers. Exactly, all of that is taken into consideration when designing a bridal set.
As much as I love jewelry, I never knew that you match the skin tone to the gold color. That's an interesting
No, yeah, it's very important. No, if you think about it, not just if you think about it, actually, all of the gold colors, like the white and the rose and the different shades of rose and white and yellow, they fit everyone, but there are some colors, some specific colors that will emphasize the skin tone and will make it look brighter.
Absolutely. And how important is jewelry for the bride, in your opinion, as a jewelry designer?
I think it's a very important ornament for a bride to have, because no matter what she gets for her wedding, or no matter what her husband gets her as a gift for her wedding, jewelry stays forever. It's one of because it's a precious material, the stones are precious, the metal is precious as well. They're long living, they don't tarnish, they don't, if you take care of them, they don't get ruined.
Absolutely.
So it's
and you can pass them to your
exactly. So it's a piece you can have forever.
And your grandchildren as well.
Exactly.
It's something to remember, from that night. I want to know as well, did you back up your talent with studying jewelry? Do you study jewelry? How do you do it?
Well, we did study jewelry, but not in the classical way you would imagine. My parents used to always tell me, if a person is talented, okay, this is a gift from God. But when talent is matched and combined with hard work, you would get something really amazing and really different. So my family has always emphasized on studying, but I didn't study jewelry design in university. I studied fashion design. But I did sit next to the goldsmith every single day and annoyed them about every single detail of how things are made and how stones are in different cultures and how are they seen. So that was very informative, and I did do a few courses that were a bit general but very informative as well.
And where can we find your pieces, Aisha?
So when we first started, we decided to be a virtual design company. Our pieces are available on our website and on our Instagram page. But then, so much demand led to us being, getting a shop basically.
Absolutely.
So some of our pieces are available at Deviji in the city center store in Bahrain and in Dubai Mall in Dubai, and of course in our design studio.
Amazing. So you do
Thank
sell
you.
your pieces outside of Bahrain?
Yes, we do actually. You can easily see 80% of our sales are outside of Bahrain.
Okay.
We ship worldwide. We've shipped in GCC, in Europe, in the UK, in America, everywhere.
So proud of you.
Thank
to
you.
have a Bahraini brand representing Bahrain outside. How does it feel to carry that name and flag with you?
To be honest, we're very proud. We're very happy, and inshallah we continue.
Of course, I'm sure.
Inshallah.
For you as a jewelry designer, what's your favorite piece?
Oh, that's a very tricky question. It's like asking a mother who's your
No, I
favorite
personally
child.
like earrings. So for me, what is
Oh, I
yours?
thought you meant a specific piece.
No,
So
like in
basically,
general.
a piece in general, I always have, something. Every now and then, I'm obsessed with something.
Okay.
For a while, I was obsessed with rings. For a while, I was obsessed with bracelets. But for now, like you, I'm obsessed with earrings. So basically, I got 3 earrings in a row.
Yeah, that's great. So the earring thing is going on with now for 3 years.
Yeah, basically, it's my thing now.
Great. And what's next for Aisha Jewels?
What's next is, inshallah, we're working, which is funny because we're in a bridal episode. We're actually working on expanding our bridal collection.
Great.
So this is a new market we just entered. Usually we have them as custom-made pieces, but we're expanding on this area this year,
Great, and I wish you all the best since
Thank
Bahrain
you
is
so
also
much.
being a wedding destination.
which is really cool.
Yes, how do you feel about that?
No, it's really interesting. Bahrain is a beautiful country. So yeah, it deserves to be a wedding destination.
Thank you so much, Aisha, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you.
Ladies, don't forget to leave a little sparkle wherever you go. We'll be right back. Moving on with the culinary world, with us in the studio tonight is Chef Marco from Sofitel to tell us and enlighten us more regarding food and kitchen preparations during the wedding season and different served cuisines. Hello, Chef, and welcome to Bahrain Today.
Good evening. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure to have you here at the show.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for bringing this beautiful cake with you. It's a real piece of art.
Grazie. Thank you.
Chef, in the beginning, can you tell us about your story and how did you start as a chef?
Yes, I actually my vision to be a chef is not because I want to become a chef, but I mean somehow I've been let's say forced, but because I was looking to be actually an artist, but since to be an artist is difficult to maintain yourself. I decided actually to get another different type of art, which is the culinary art. And yes, it's. I think I get the right choice because actually it's giving me a lot of inspiration.
Absolutely. And since when did you start cooking? Since what age?
Well, I was probably 16 years old.
Very young age.
Very young age. Yeah, because during the summertime, you know, when you left the school in Italy and you just don't want to stay outside or doing nothing. I was
busy.
yes, I'm keeping myself busy exactly. Yes.
Amazing. And how has it been at the Sofitel? When did you start with them and how is it now?
It's already 2 years and a half, I can say. Yes, I started because I was working as executive sous chef. So I was taking care more of the Italian kitchen since I'm Italian.
Of course.
Yeah. As well, I was helping the other kitchen to organize some let's say the organization of the kitchen itself, right? But I was reporting to my previous executive chef. Now, of course, I get promoted. I'm in charge of the whole over of the kitchen, and I'm taking care mainly on all the organization of the administration work. And of course, I'm working close to my other chefs, which I'm supporting them to organize their logistic, their ordering, their their
The
department.
operations,
the
yes,
operation.
absolutely. And you've managed some wedding destinations here at the Sofitel in Bahrain. Tell us more about this experience.
Yes, it's a very dynamic experience, I can say, because it's moving very fast. So starting early morning for the morning breakfast and making probably 250 guests in the same time, yes. And so on with the lunch, so on with the high tea, and so on with the dinner, and so on with the supper. So usually it's like multiplies by 3 days, so we keep ourselves very, very busy in the hotel. Yes.
I assume there's no time to rest in these 3-4 days.
Yes, we are quite on schedule, but we are as well. My team, I can say, is very determined, very well organized, and it become a very practical, a very routine, I can say. So yes, we work long hour, but in the end of the day, we make success.
So they're used to this pressure, this kind of pressure now. And how do you cater for the different cuisines that you're asked for? Especially some are vegetarian, some focus on different types of food. How do you cater for that?
Well, we have some specialist chefs, so I can say we have a chef that is from Qureshi family, which is very well known in India. Is taking care more of the Indian food, I can say, right? So, and I can say that is one of the best Indian chef which I work with. Not just because he's worked with me, but it's because he's satisfied of my palate. But as well, we have a lot of good feedback from our guests. So he's the one who's taking care more of the Indian cuisine. Plus, we have other kitchen department, which is the Italian kitchen, which is the French kitchen, which is the Spanish kitchen, which are of course already has their repertoire of culinary skills, right? So we manage, of course, to adjust the recipe in case we're supposed to be only vegetarian. So we give like a twist to become vegetarian. Or we go to the classic vegetarian dishes. So we have a lot of
options to give to the guests. And do the guests taste the food before serving it?
Yes.
Do you sit with them, discuss what's on the menu for the coming days? How does the process work?
The process, it's the guests usually they're coming, they see, they look at the property. We organize for them the food testing. So we give a database of our dishes that we have, and they can just probably we define first of all if they are only vegetarian or if they are Jain, so they cannot eat any root vegetable or any animal product, or we define if they are mixed. So if they can eat meat and if they can eat vegetarian dishes. After that, we are preparing our proposal menu with all our database, inspired by our databases dishes, and we propose the menu. Once the guest is coming, he chooses from the menu which are the dishes which he would like to test it, and we're preparing for them. We take the feedback. We adjust ourselves in case, because anyway the palate is always subjective.
Yes,
in the end of the day, we need to understand really what the guests want. So we take our note and we adjust ourselves and for the next testing. Usually it takes like 2 days, and sometimes as well the family they like to coming back to do another testing. Yes.
Great. And is the cake an important piece in these destination weddings? Do they ensure that the cake is also tasted, the design is discussed? Is it an important piece?
100%, yes. I can say that our executive pastry chef, which is Chef Anis, is doing a great job. What he does is usually the guest itself is coming with his own picture, right? To reproduce again
an idea
the cake, but as well. Our chefs has the practicability to propose as well a different type of cake. It's not just so it's as well there is a relation during the testing. We are discussing about these particular things, and of course the cake is always the final heart.
Art
Yes,
piece, absolutely.
yeah.
It comes even after the bride.
Yes.
As a chef managing these big weddings, do you have an advice to give for anyone who's planning their wedding in regards of how to choose the menu for their guests?
Yes, the advice first of all is to understand really what they like, right? So we can meet in a point and say, okay, we will go with in this line, no? But of course, it's mainly from the taste of the guests. So my advice is just to sitting on the table and discuss about.
Of course. Thank you so much, Chef, for being
My
here with
pleasure.
us. It was a pleasure to have you and the cake.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Grazie.
so much.
Nice to-
Viewers, don't go away. We'll be right back for more. This brings us to the end of a magical episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to contact us via email and Instagram for any further inquiries and suggestions. Goodbye and God bless.